The Oseram camp Talana and I were trying to find should be around here. Talana, glad to see you, mate.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base.
Secret passage? Well, you have a lot of Oseram.
And you are?
This is Raggard. He's a scout with this caravan.
He joined up with our After we made camp here, I also made peace offerings. Amadas wanted me to ask around.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's somewhere far to the west. He set out to find it, and
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but
Did Amadas say anything about why he was
afraid not.
Sounds like him.
More or less. He seemed shaken when we left, but then again, so was everyone.
So you're a scout for this crew?
Where to start? Down south, we got a trio of Oseram.
There are more of you?
They're the ones we followed out here. And then there are all the who broke away as soon as we got to this. Salvagers. Explorers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. Seems like they've been patrolling the heard all about the rebellion from the Tanakh. That's the Desert Clan's capital.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the...
It's what I do.
Thanks, Raggard. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thormarsh.
Hold on.
What?
You're with...
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden...
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the... But then, you're going to tell me...
Fine, I'll lay low. North... Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tanakh territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tanakh patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amatis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then, he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
Then why did you part ways?
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amatis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was all right, but his letter never came.
So you set out to find him.
And when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amatis thought Nessa died on the battlefield, but when he learned that the Tanakhs took prisoners back west, he kept going. So I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amatis after?
I think he just needs to know.
I'll put these in my pack.
Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
That's him!
That Fireclaw's right on his heels.
There's no match for it alone. Come on!
Got you.
We've got your back! Not now!
Talana,
You were supposed...
I was going to send the message into the desert with an Oseram, but when it became clear that the tunnel had... I figured the only thing I could do, seeing as you found a way out here, I'm sorry.
So,
And you must be Aloy.
a little.
A clue. Or a shred of one. Maybe she died on the battle, or maybe she wasted away in that prison.
Talana told me about you and Nessa.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear. Our orders were to push into Tanakh territory. She was proud to serve the Sun, but as the atrocities mounted, we both...
And
We did what we could to protect. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to... And until the Battle of the Burn.
what happened at the Battle of the Burning?
I had intel that the Tanakh forces... I tried to convince my commander. He was a drunken, and when I threatened to reveal his incompetence, he pulled a knife on me. So
In self-defense.
It was still murder. I was condemned. I was too late. By the time I got to the fields were already burning. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful... They put a bounty on my head.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sun King Avad, if he knew...
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to...
So, sounds like the two of you had an adventure.
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer.
A scruffy hermit in...
That was foolish.
Well, we're here.
I can't ask you to come with me.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you...
I know better than to try. Come then. The rock's along the shore. We'll have to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanakh patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well, now you know us.
We're getting close. Just a little further. There it is. The rot.
Those are Regala's rebels. They're waging civil war against the rest of the Tanakh. They must have taken over the prison.
Then they would have killed any of the guards. They were my last hope of finding out if Nessa was there.
Maybe not. There might still be some clue inside.
Even after all this time?
Aloy can see much more than you or I.
And let's do it. Any scrap of hope is better than nothing.
We'll have to find another way in. The front gate looks impenetrable.
And there's no way we're scaling those walls.
You two stay here. I'll see if I can find another way in and get that gate open. I should check around the sides. Might be a way in from the water. Gotta get to the main gate to let Talana and them Odyssey.
Itching for a fight. Hope we see some action soon. What do you have to report?
Another watch. Another long watch.
Might be a good time time to let Talana into Madison.
So, is the Outlander hiding out there?
Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
See anything?
What was that?
Get searching!
Didn't notice anything.
I can get out of this.
Now is not the time for regrets. We must push forward.
The gate's open. Let's go.
We've got your back.
I'll have her head! Require that! I need hope that hurts! Target her!
I've got your back, Aloy.
Make her pay! I have that instrument! Spare a moment!
As soon as the coast is clear. Pain's subsiding.
coming for you! Finish her!
Gotta get to the main gate to let Talana and Amadis in. Down. If I can get the main gate open, Talana and Amadis can help me clear out the rest of this place.
Quiet out there. Whoa!
For the rebellion!
Got your back, Aloy.
Aloy, strike while you... My aim's as sure as the sun rises. More ammo coming your way.
Gotta help them! Don't lose her! Put her down!
Think you've got the drop on me? Lining up a shot!
As soon as the coast is clear.
For you.
Come on! You're not... We have to rally!
Here, Aloy, reload!
Use this to become... Track them down! Now we got him!
You make a nice target.
We better track them down!
Mark my arrow.
They were here!
No sign of anything.
I'd rather not be here. Do what you need to.
That's all of them.
End of the line, Outlanders!
That device is gonna call a machine.
Clever one. Between you and me, this will be quick. More ammo coming your way. Still in this fight.
All right. I think that's the end of it.
Hey, is anyone out there?
Here. Door's locked, but that last rebel had a key on it.
Freed by Karja. Have we not been humiliated enough?
It's not their fault you were locked up in your own prison.
I'm looking for information about a Karja soldier. She might have been a prisoner here 5 years back. Her name was Nessa.
The Karja Nessa was here. I killed her myself.
Nessa.
I'll handle this. Go secure the grounds.
It's you, isn't it? Nessa, how?
It's
Why?
Rataka.
Let me get this straight. You were Nessa. You were brought here as a prisoner during the Red Raids and then became Tenakth?
The Karja forbid women from military service. I lived my life pretending, ashamed of who I really was. But the Tenakth measure a soldier only by their strength and resolve. So I took my place among them.
Nessa. Rataka. I've mourned you for 5 years. Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
I had a new life. I wasn't going back. Not even for you, Amadis.
The way Amadis talked about, I thought you'd still.
It was 5 years.
I didn't abandon. Before the battle, I tried to get, but of course, he didn't listen.
Then he got what he deserved.
I ran for the battlefield to find you.
I didn't know. I mourned you.
If you were brought here as a prisoner.
I knew it was only a matter of time. Killed me and the others who were. But one day, when it asked how a woman, as he spoke,
Fashav.
I heard how he fell at the end. The other prisoners he condemned, but he convinced the Tenakth to. I won through blood and blade.
You were willing to wear a disguise. Do you miss being.
No. The Red Raids, and when my comrades and I, we knew no one would ever.
I would have.
It's better this way.
So if you became Tenakth,
My squad was ordered to retake the.
considering how much Regala seems to hate the Karja,
You're right. I'd be dead if they knew.
what will you do now?
You've taken back the rot.
So this is it? After
It has to be. My place will all. I'm sorry that you deserve better than how the last. I'll make sure you're granted safe. Consider it.
At least now you know the truth.
Somehow it hurts worse. He must think I'm an idiot.
No, I just think I'll take you back east to the Sendem.
Talana,
Me too.
Are you alright?
To be honest,
What's going to happen between you?
I'm not sure. He clearly, and I won't be anyone's sick. I want you to have this. For seeing this through, no hawk could ask for a better
So, I guess this.
I think I'll hang around Barren Light for a while. If you find yourself back that way,
I will. Maybe I should. With her the next time I'm at Barren Light. Fate of the Vanquished. Fitting place for Yara and Draka's challenge, I guess. At least it didn't become a bloodbath. Made it. That was a long climb. Be an exit somewhere. Be an exit somewhere. Made it. That was a long climb.
Are you almost done?
I was annoyingly impatient. At your age, too.
Everything okay? What are you doing out here?
Ask my grandmother. I risked leaving guard duty to look for her. She stopped to see the bloom, and now she won't leave. Since when does she care about flowers?
They're not just flowers, child. They're scarlet stems with a scent that soothes the nerves. Or so I was told many years ago by an Utaru seed tracker.
An Utaru? Now you're telling stories. If one trespassed here back then, you'd have killed him on sight.
I couldn't. Found him picking flowers, right near here in Tanakh territory. I was all set to strike him down, but he was singing.
Singing?
Can't remember the tune now. Just the lilt of his voice. And his name. Nilo. He decided to stay for a day or two. I took guard duty here so I could keep coming back to him. And he kept delaying his return to Plainsong. For the flowers, he said.
Please don't tell me I'm descended from an Utaru gardener.
Almost. Almost. But the thrill of battle called to me, and he had to return to his people. I've always wondered about the life I missed with him. Whether he misses it too. Would he welcome me in Plainsong? Or at least accept a scarlet stem?
It's a long way to Plainsong, but I get back there now and then. I could pick some scarlet stems and bring them to Nilo, if I can find him.
Please. He was an herbalist there. I know the time has long since passed, but I'd like to know. Well, I'd like him to know. You know what I mean.
I think I do.
Encouraging an old woman? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I?
Thanks for going to Plainsong for me, Outlander.
Yeah. Thanks, I guess.